What is up, my fellow creepers and things that go bump in the night? Welcome back to yet another episode of Creature of the Night. Today, I thought we'd do a very special one, considering today's the day, Friday the 13th. Why don't we just do an evolution of Jason Voorhees? Let's keep it going, guys. So, if you notice, I usually play a trailer after I do my intro. There's too many damn ones, since I'm covering every single one of them, I just thought, maybe like killing scenes or whatever the hell I decided to put at the after my intro. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm not gonna really be listing off the directors or any particular actors besides maybe the fan favorites, just because there's so many of them. But if you are a big fan of Friday the 13th, shout out to Caleb Garza, by the way, for just suggesting I do this review. I know you suggested it back in October, dude, but I thought I'd save it for today. And since there's so many of them, I thought I would just cover them all at once. So let's keep this kind of short, guys. Let's just discuss how Jason has changed over the years. Okay, so if you're a big fan of Friday the 13th, the first one, he's not even really in the first one until he makes his iconic, last jump scare at the end when he jumps out of the lake and he looks like he has barnacles and shit growing on his damn face and he pulls that girl down. The first killer of Friday the 13th was actually his mother, Mama Voorhees, and she was psychotic because the camp counselors let her son die and drown, and they really didn't help him because they're out doing their own thing. So yeah, she demanded blood. So when they opened up Camp Crystal Lake, she decided to take matters into her own hands. And so even going to that, since we've seen him at the end, going into the second one, that's when we see his iconic burlap sack with one hole open, for his one good eye. And then even when they reveal his face, he looks more like a ginger redneck type of thing with a full face and neck beard. And I don't know what they were thinking. It just looks weird. Tom Savini, the badass fucking makeup artist, he did the look he did at the end of the first one, so that was his design, and it kind of comes back into the third one. And even like the third one, we all know Jason for his hockey mask and his machete, but he didn't even get none of that until his third film. He was a guy who used anything at his disposal, anything that was around he would kill and torture with. So yeah, we don't see the hockey mask, the goalie mask that would actually belong to the Red Wings. We don't see that until the third one. One of the Coreys actually comes out in the fourth one, and he actually is the one who puts the final stab into Jason's head. And even when his face reveal with that, it was a little weird. It was definitely a face that only a mother could love. Not saying that all his faces weren't fucked up throughout the whole goddamn series. If you're a big fan. And even that's when he kind of got his iconic cut to the mask when he actually took a axe blow to his head. So yeah, guys, like there's a lot of things that in my opinion, that the third and fourth one kind of set up and that are used, like even now, even to like the 2009 reboot that they kept from the two. So they kind of laid the foundation for a lot of these films. Friday the 13th, The New Beginning, I really wasn't a big fan because, again, it wasn't Jason Voorhees. It was a guy, I think it was a paramedic who found him. I forgot how it was set up, but who either found the mask or knew the legend behind Jason, and he kind of took on that role. Something snapped in his damn psyche, and he kind of took on the role of Jason Voorhees and was, doing his own killing and all that. So it wasn't really satisfying. I mean, shout out to them for doing A New Beginning because, keeping up with the continuity that the one before it was the final chapter. So now, this is a new startup. But again, it just didn't have that Friday the 13th feeling to me. As for Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, I think it was called. That's what I call like the zombie years. That's when he kind of comes back as this this unstoppable force that Mama Voorhees was in hell, and she still demands more blood. So she resurrected Jason, and he comes back as this unstoppable person that's zombified, maggot filled, and just rotting from the inside out. Actually, I can't remember in particular which one it was, but I think it was Part 6, maybe Part 7. That's when like every fan favorites portrayal, the person who played Jason, Kane Hopper, I believe it's either one of those that he came out with. So he, his look definitely carried on, and he definitely played it. I believe he played it for, depending again which one. I think he came out in 6. He played it for 7 and 8, and I do believe he did Jason in Hell. So he did quite a few movies. And you know what? Actually, I think he did fucking Jason X as well. Okay, even going to Jason Takes New York or whatever the hell it's called. That fucking look alone was weird. He had a one-piece jumpsuit, but he was dripping everywhere he went. I didn't understand why the fuck he was always wet. And even getting his face revealed when they throw toxic waste on his face, like it was just weird. You could definitely, it was like puppified. It was just not really scary. It just looked more gross than, horror based. So yeah, a lot of hit and misses, a lot of movies, but a lot of hit and misses. And even Jason Going to Hell, like that look, the mask being embedded into his skin, into his skull, and him being this kind of bloated person that, definitely, obviously, Camp Crystal Lake, he's been submerged in water, so his body's gonna swell up. But the way it looked, it was just weird. And like even that being like doing the sting operation where the FBI or whatever the hell got involved and they actually blew him up and killed him, and then Jason spending the remainder of the movie as a worm going into people and shit. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I think that he should have just stayed in hell, and that should have just been it after they killed him, or maybe the film shouldn't have been made at all. Just my opinion. Then of course Jason X. So yeah, Jason's mask definitely came more angle based. Like it was more detailed instead of just being this flat overall thing that they put in there. And then even still, he got another makeover during the end of the movie when he got blown to shit by that cyborg chick. He gets like the nanobots come and infect his body and actually transform him. So now he's muscular, he's bigger. He has a weird fucking one piece that goes across his body down to one leg that's black, and then his other arm and his other leg are fucking metal and indestructible. And then although his mask did look pretty dope and his machete looked a little like it looked dope too. It definitely got a facelift as well, being more chrome and more instead of rusty, whatever the shit he just picked up in the barnyard. So I thought that it looked dope. Movie was trash, but it looked dope in my opinion. And now we get into like a weird where they got rid of Kane Hopper. Now and like I'm talking of course of Freddy versus Jason. Yeah. So they got somebody who was only 2 inches taller than Kane Hopper. And because they wanted Jason to tower over the Master of Dreams, Freddy Krueger, and I don't know, guys. It was interesting. I was very excited because we see our horror icons finally going face to face, and it definitely opened up the window to let other horror icons go at it, and that's what I really wanted to see. Really haven't seen too much. I mean, maybe just because Freddy and Jason didn't really do too good in my opinion. Like, maybe that's why they kind of put a halt on it. But I was excited. That's the only parts that I enjoyed of that film was them duking it out. Them going head to head. Freddy being able to move so quickly. And while Jason, landing one hit fucking sent Freddy flying back into whatever the hell he hit. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So it's definitely worth watch just for those scenes alone. And, of course, getting another facelift, where it actually took all the aspects of every film and kind of merged them into one. Him being faceless and deformed, him having the bag with the one hole, him getting the hockey mask, in the barn or whatever, and him actually using every tool at his advantage, not just a random machete that he had. So yeah, overall, guys, there's a lot of hit and misses. There's a lot of things that should have been done, that could have been done, and just wasn't. Friday the 13th, it never really was scary to me. I always liked watching Jason. I thought it was more interesting and more funny to watch than anything. But it does, overall, I'm going to get, maybe 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down, just hit and misses here and there. Let me know what you thought in the comments, what you think of everything. If I missed something, let me know, guys. Please share, like, and subscribe to this video, and since it is Friday the 13th and I'm doing Friday the 13th review, I thought maybe I would do my shirt. I haven't worn this for any other video as far as I know. So, yeah, shout out to Random for getting me the shirt. Shout out for Caleb Garza for suggesting this, guys. Again, bro, I'm sorry it took so long, but it's up. I hope you like it. And, I don't know if you noticed, but instead of having the random pictures, because there's so many goddamn pictures I could have put in this and it would have took forever, I thought I would just play the trailers. I don't know where they're going here, there. I don't know where they're at, but they're there. So hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. And, you know, if I wasn't clear or anything or I missed something, please let me know, guys. You know, if you got my number, direct message me or leave a comment below or just hit me up wherever you can. Hit me up, guys. And always remember, you know, first off, be safe on Friday the 13th. You know, watch your back. But if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Rock on, guys.